You are watching Desk Banging Moments.
Hello, I'm Travieso. Everyone has goals and aspirations in life. It may be to become the CEO of a company or make a large six-figure salary. Perhaps it's something more personal, such as raising a large family or completing a graduate degree. Unfortunately, most people fail to create a path towards reaching those goals and aspirations, thus turning them into mere fantasies. In everything in life, we need to have a plan or roadmap to guide us and keep us moving towards our goals. Otherwise, we would just end up wandering around aimlessly. For instance, if we wanted to drive to New York City, we would utilize a map or GPS to guide us. Otherwise, we may end up in North Dakota. Now, today I'm going to talk about personal growth. And by personal growth, I'm talking about those building blocks required to create that path towards reaching our goals and aspirations. Now, there's countless personal growth strategies out there, but today I want to focus on the two that I feel are the most important: setting priorities and continuous development. Now, man has created the most incredible things. The pyramids in Egypt, the Hagia Sophia Mosque in Istanbul, the skyscrapers in Manhattan, and Grandma's apple pie. However, one thing we cannot create is more time. Therefore, time is finite. It is a limited resource that once exhausted is gone forever. There is only 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, and 52 weeks in a year. There is no substitute or deviation from this fact. Therefore, it is important we utilize our time wisely by giving priority to those activities that are most important, that are going to help us reach our goals and aspirations. Now, when setting priorities, it's important to also remember those activities outside the workplace that are important, such as family, hobbies, and recreational events. I mean, after all, the reason we go to work every day is to be able to provide for our families and have some money for hobbies and recreational activities. Now, to illustrate the importance of completing those high priority activities first, a psychology professor from a university I don't recall held up for his class a large glass jar. He said the jar symbolized life, and the space inside the jar represented time. He then filled the jar with golf balls. He asked the class if the jar was full. They replied with, yes. He then poured pebbles, small little pebbles, into the jar, and the pebbles made their way around the golf balls, filling up the space between the balls and the side of the jar. He once again held the jar up and asked the class, is the jar full? They replied with, yes, it is. He then goes and pours sand into the jar, and the sand trickled its way down between the individual little pebbles and the golf balls and the side of the jar. Now, the point of his demonstration was that if you focus on your highest priority activities first, represented by the golf balls, there would still be plenty of time available for those non-important activities, represented by the sand. However, if you filled your jar up with those non-important activities, there will not be any time available for those high-priority golf ball events. So it's important to remember to prioritize our activities and focus on those most important things, such as family, vacation, education, and the things needed to do at work in order to grow and reach your goals. And not waste time on those time killers, such as hours in front of the television, surfing social media websites, playing video games, and so forth. Now let me talk a bit about continuous development. Now this is something we did extremely well when we were kids. I mean, we worked hard to learn to crawl and walk. We learned how not to urinate on ourselves and use the restroom. We went to school and learned how to read, write. We learned math, science, and history, and we may have even learned a musical instrument. When we graduated high school, we probably went into either college or the military, where we learned more technical skills, such as business, medicine, mechanics, computers, security. I mean, in the first 21 years of our life, we went from learning how to crawl, walk, and use a toilet to the point where we could fly airplanes, run a business, and repair vehicles. But what about the next 21 years in our life? As adults, what are we doing to continuously develop ourselves, to help us keep rising to reach those goals and aspirations? I mean, just because we obtain a bachelor's degree or retired from the military doesn't mean we should stop learning. Work towards a graduate degree. Go to a technical school and learn a new skill. Become a thought leader by conducting your own research and analysis and publish articles or a book. Join a professional organization, such as Toastmasters, PMI, whatnot. But as adults, we should be learning something new every day, just like we were doing during the first 21 years of our life. It is great to have goals and aspirations, but without a path to get us there, they're going to simply become dreams and fantasies. Did you have something important you wanted to accomplish this weekend, but didn't? How much time did you spend watching television, surfing the computer, surfing the web, playing video games, going to parties? What have you done this week to continuously develop yourself, to learn something new? By focusing on those building blocks to help you create that path, you too can reach your goals and aspirations. Thank you.